Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You know, sometimes in life, and especially in relationships, it's like trying to read a book, written entirely in emojis. And not the fun ones either, like the dancing lobster or that sassy little salsa dancer. No, we're talking about those head scratcher emojis that leave you wondering, what's really going on here? Well, today we're ditching the emoji decoder ring and getting real about relationships. Specifically, we're talking about those oh so important red flags. Those little warning signs that sometimes get lost in the excitement of a new romance. We're diving deep into 10 red flags that might mean someone's not playing the game of love by the same rules as you. So buckle up, grab your detective hats, and let's get started. 1. Dodging the future bullet. Okay, first up, let's talk about the future. Or rather, the lack thereof. Have you ever noticed how some people, when you start talking about, say, a fun trip next summer or even just making plans for next week, they kind of glaze over? It's like you've suddenly started speaking in ancient Sumerian. They're all smiles and nods, but their eyes are saying, please don't make me commit to anything beyond Tuesday. And that, my friends, can be a big ol' red flag. I mean, it's one thing to be spontaneous and go with the flow, but if someone consistently avoids making any kind of plans with you, even for a few weeks out, it might be time to ask yourself why. Are they afraid of commitment in general? Or maybe they just don't see you being in their future. Oof, I know, tough questions. But hey, better to face them now than end up heartbroken down the road, right? 2. Phone edition. All right, next up we've got a topic that's practically a relationship classic. The mysterious case of the guarded phone. We've all been there, right? You're hanging out with your significant other, everything's peachy keen, and then, ding! A text message pops up on their phone, and suddenly they're more secretive than a squirrel burying its nuts. They turn away, they shield the screen like it's the last slice of pizza, and they mumble something about it being work stuff. Now listen, everyone deserves their privacy, and I'm not saying you should be scrolling through your partner's phone every 5 seconds. But if they're constantly freaking out about you even glancing at their phone, or if they're always deleting messages and clearing their history faster than you can say trust issues, that's a red flag waving right there. 3. The cancellation king or queen. So you've been looking forward to that concert all week. You even bought matching t-shirts, which, by the way, adorable. But then, last minute, your partner bails. Again, sound familiar? Listen, life happens, we get it. Sometimes plans change, emergencies pop up, and you have to reschedule. But if someone is constantly canceling on you, especially at the last minute, it's like saying, hey, everything else is more important than you. And that's not cool. It's one thing to be busy, it's another to be a professional plan canceller. And trust me, you deserve better than to be someone's afterthought. 4. Meet the parents, not. Okay, let's talk about meeting the friends and family. It's a big step in any relationship, right? It means you're officially part of each other's lives. You're integrating, you're brave enough to face Aunt Carol's infamous fruitcake. But what if, after months of dating, you're still a stranger to your partner's inner circle? What if every time you suggest meeting their friends or family, they've got an excuse ready to go? Oh, they're out of town, or my brother's allergic to commitment, or my goldfish just went through a bad breakup. It's not a good time. Listen, I get it. Not everyone is comfortable introducing their significant other to their loved ones right away. But if they're consistently dodging the meet the fam bullet, it might be time to have a conversation. Are they hiding something? Are they not taking the relationship seriously? Or maybe, just maybe, they're secretly raising a family of raccoons in their attic? Okay, probably not the last one, but you get the point. 5. The human help desk. Have you ever felt like you're dating a human version of a help wanted ad? Like, they're all sweet and attentive when they need something from you. A ride to the airport, help moving, someone to listen to them complain about their boss. But when you need a shoulder to cry on or just a simple, "How was your day?" they're suddenly busier than a bee in a honey factory. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Relationships are a two-way street, folks. It's all about give and take, support, and encouragement. If you're constantly there for them, but they're nowhere to be found when you need them, it might be time to reevaluate the situation. Remember, you deserve someone who's there for you, not just when it's convenient for them. 6. The affection roller coaster. One minute they're all over you, showering you with kisses and compliments. The next minute they're as distant as Pluto. Welcome to the affection roller coaster, where the ups are exhilarating, the downs are dizzying, and you never know what to expect next. Listen, everyone expresses affection differently, and some people are just naturally more affectionate than others. But if someone's affection is wildly inconsistent, to the point where you're constantly questioning their feelings for you, that's a major red flag. It's like they're playing a game of emotional hot potato, and you're the one getting burned. And trust me, you deserve someone whose affection is as constant as the sunrise, not as unpredictable as the weather in Seattle. 7. Public display of flirtation. Now, a little harmless flirting here and there. Hey, it can be fun, it can spice things up, it can remind you that your partner is still, a human being capable of appreciating the finer points of a well-told joke or a particularly charming smile. But, and this is a big but, if your partner is constantly flirting with other people right in front of you, like you're invisible, or worse, like they don't even care if you see, that's not just a red flag, that's a whole parade of red flags marching through your relationship with a marching band and confetti cannons. It's disrespectful, it's hurtful, and it's a sign that they're not respecting you or the relationship. And you deserve better than to be someone's second or third or fourth choice. 8. The deep end? No thanks. You know those late-night conversations, the ones where you talk about everything and nothing, where you share your hopes and dreams, your fears and insecurities, where you really connect on a deeper level? Yeah, those conversations are awesome. But what if you're with someone who avoids those conversations like they're allergic to vulnerability? Every time you try to steer the conversation towards something a little deeper, they change the subject faster than a magician switching hats. They'd rather talk about the weather, the latest sports scores, or the fascinating life cycle of a dust bunny than actually open up to you. And that, my friends, can be a sign that they're not ready for a real meaningful relationship. 9. The blame game champion. You know those people who are never, ever at fault? Like if the sky was purple and raining gummy bears, they'd find a way to blame it on you? Yeah, those people are exhausting. And if you're dating someone who constantly plays the blame game, who refuses to take responsibility for their actions and would rather point fingers than own up to their mistakes, well, that's a red flag waving in hurricane force winds. Relationships are all about communication, compromise, and accountability. If someone can't even admit when they're wrong, how can you possibly build a healthy, lasting relationship with them? 10. Commitment, don't be needy. You know you're in a good place in a relationship when you can start talking about the future, about taking things to the next level, about maybe, possibly, one day, adopting a rescue pug named Waffles. But what if, instead of excitement or even just a healthy dose of, let's see where things go, you're met with resistance? What if your partner makes you feel bad for even wanting a deeper commitment, like suddenly you're the crazy one for wanting to define the relationship or take a chance on love? Yeah, that's not cool. It's one thing to have different timelines or to not be ready for the same level of commitment, but it's another thing entirely to make someone feel bad for wanting something more. Trust your gut, find your person. So there you have it, folks. 10 red flags that might mean someone's not playing the game of love by the same rules as you. Remember, relationships should be fun, they should be exciting, and most importantly, they should make you feel good. If you're constantly feeling anxious, insecure, or like you're walking on eggshells, it might be time to have a serious conversation with yourself and maybe with your partner about what you really want and need in a relationship. Trust your gut, listen to your intuition, and don't be afraid to walk away from anything that doesn't bring you joy. And hey, if you're looking for more relationship advice, dating tips, or just a good laugh, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, and remember, you are all amazing and worthy of love.